a great country with freedoms like no other, to honor America for all that serve this great country, to defend these freedoms, you're invited to stand and sing along with our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner, being sung by a former Padua parent, Chris Bentley.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The Executive Director, the Board of Directors, and the Northeast District Athletic Board of the Ohio High School Athletic Association extends to each of you a cordial welcome to this Division II volleyball sectional tournament game between Lutheran West High School and Holy Name High School. The officials assigned to this game have met all requirements set forth by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and have been selected for their important role through a system approved by the Board of Directors and includes the involvement of coaches and athletic administrators at participating schools. The officials for this game are first referee Matthew Mossberger, second referee Margaret Clark, line judges Robert Barron and Trish Barron. The student athletes, coaches, and officials are guests of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, and you're requested to treat them with respect in keeping with the ideals of good sportsmanship. Now let's meet the coaches who have led their teams this match. First are the visitors on the scoreboard, Holy Name Green Wave, head coach Bojan Mijasinovich, and assistant coaches Rachel Shirtliff and Maddie Mullen. For the home team on the scoreboard, the Lutheran West Longhorns, head coach Laura Thrasavulu, assistant coaches Aubrey Monty and Kennedy Wilson. Now for your lineups for tonight. First for the visiting Holy Name Green Wave. Number 1, sophomore Sydney Vieira. Number 3, freshman Avery Preisel. Number 7, junior Alyssa Forgash. Number 11, sophomore Kenzie Watson. Number 15, junior Isabella Adu-Giamfi. Number 16, junior Alicia Murray. And number 17, sophomore Allison Temeko. Now for tonight's starters for the Green Wave. Number 2, junior Elizabeth Lowe. Number 4, junior Gracie Ann Back. Number 5, junior Lillian Jurek. Number 6, freshman Hayden Wells. Number 9, sophomore Reagan Vibro. Number 12, junior Cassandra Bauer. And number 13, sophomore Genevieve Frates. Now tonight's lineup for the Longhorns. Number 2, junior Ella McCarty. Number 3, sophomore Nicole Brada. Number 7, senior Elena Adams. Number 10, sophomore Alex Adams. And number 12, junior Elizabeth Hessler. Now for your starters, number 1, junior Ariana Garcia. Number 4, senior Paige Shadamintal. Number 5, sophomore Hannah Braga. Number 6, sophomore Layla Moe. Number 8, senior Sophia Simon. Number 11, senior Morgan Morley. And number 13, sophomore Mariah Horvath.
Time for some Saturday Night Volleyball on your home for all Holy Name Sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. Good evening, everyone, and welcome into Padua Franciscan High School, home of the Padua Bruins, that the Lutheran West Longhorns make to look their home as well tonight as they take on the number 13 seed Green Wave of Holy Name. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening, and what will be our second OHSAA Tournament contest. We are bringing to you the first one being the Wednesday night 4-1 victory of Holy Name Girls Soccer over the Woodridge Bulldogs. Holy Name looks to continue their success they've had over the past 2 games that we have covered for Holy Name, being the victory last night over Valley Forge in football to close out the 2023 season, and then the playoff mention aforementioned. But tonight it's about Holy Name volleyball and about Coach Bojan Milosinovic taking on one of the teams that he built up during his time as a coach. He really built up this Lutheran West program, his first real big task as a head coach, as he came into that program and led them to an undefeated regular season. But now he looks to take down a team that he once built up. And we are underway at Padua Franciscan High School as Jurek gets dig number 99 of the season. But it will be the Longhorns who get the first points of the contest. A nice little put down there from Sophia Simon, the senior, going into this contest. 353 kills, 55 aces, and 132 digs for her. That one skies off the ceiling, and it'll be a 2-0 lead to start things off for the Longhorns. An impressive start for them. Too much velocity for Holy Name to keep up with. And Lutheran West, they look to continue to build on this, as so far in the OHSAA playoffs, very minimal points given up. Mo tries to send it over, but it will fall down on Lutheran West side. Holy Name getting their first point in Lutheran West's first contest of the playoffs was a big win, winning 25-2, 4 and 7. So that makes it a 13-point allowed stretch for the Longhorns, making it 14 now after that point. Simon looking for another kill. Dig from Lowe keeps it up. Holy Name trying to get another point here. Lutheran West does a nice job to keep it up for the time being, and then it falls, finally awarding Holy Name a second point. A nice job there from the Green Wave. Get 2 straight points after the 2-0 run from the Longhorns, making it a 2-0 contest. Lowe sends it away. Garcia sent down by Simon for the kill, skying off the hands of a namer near the net. Make it now a 3-1 lead, or 3-2 lead for Lutheran West, and now substitutions. Horvath will sub out for the Longhorns, sending Nicole Brida on to serve. Brida looking for an ace, barely prevented, but a kill there on the near side by the Green Wave. If I'm not mistaken, that was Jennifer Freitas getting in on the action for the first time tonight. Holy Name this season, they've done a nice job whenever they've really surrendered points to make sure they get it right back, and doing it right there once again, making it a 3-all contest as Bauer sends this one away. Garcia goes over the net. I believe she'll have stepped over the netting and the line, giving Holy Name their first advantage of the contest. A nice job there from the Green Wave, just doing what they need to do on the serve and letting Lutheran West's mispositioning do the rest. Bauer sends it away once again, and a nice dig there to keep it up. They're actually going to say it fell, So that will go down as an ace for Cassie Bauer, but not to take away from the diving effort. If I'm not mistaken, that was Hannah Breida looking for dig, 150 on the year. An excellent effort, just a little bit too short. And once again, she'll be short this time. Nicole Breida. Both Breidas being short on serves from Bauer. It's now a 6-3 Holy Name lead. But an excellent job from Holy Name. Started off as a 2-0 deficit, make it now a 6-3 lead as Holy Name looks to mount on the points. And another ace for Cassie Bauer, making a hat trick of aces and consecutive serves. It is 7-3 Holy Name. Cassie Bauer credited with 3 of those points. Going into tonight's contest, she led the team in aces with 41. Now she's up to 44. She looks to continue to add on to it now. Mo tries sending it over. And they're going to award a point to the Longhorns there. I believe maybe a Namer touched the netting, but nonetheless, Lutheran West ends the skid and will look to continue an offensive mount here as Layla Mo will send the ball away. Too much on that serve as Holy Name gets the point right back there. Nice patience shown by the back line of the Green Wave there. Just avoid any contact to get the points. And for the first time tonight, we will see freshman standout Avery Preisel stepping onto the court. 143 kills going into tonight's contest. A late bloomer for this Green Wave team, but that statistic good enough to set her up as the second leading killer on this Green Wave team. Garcia send it a light little tap there, and Lutheran West gets the point directly back. Nice job for Lutheran West. They started off better, but now they're doing a nice job. They're doing what Holy Name did at the beginning of the game, and that's just get a point back whenever they lose it. And now it will be the 55 ace, Sophia Simon, on to serve it away. Adu keeps it up on a nice low dig. Preisel sends it over for the first time tonight. And Holy Name will get the point off of Preisel's spike. Make it now a 9-5 Holy Name lead in set number 1. Looking at Holy Name's last time in this building against Padua, it was not an ideal start where they had to use the first time out. And that'll be an ace off the serve, interrupting my sentence as Holy Name will get the 10. But this is a complete opposite to what happened last time they were here. It was Padua getting off on the front foot against the Green Wave. But this time against an arguably better opponent, Holy Name is handling themselves just fine. Garcia cross court to Scheidmantel. And Scheidmantel will get the point off of the tip. Make it now a 10-6 contest. Scheidmantel going into tonight, 165 kills and 41 aces for her on the season in, I believe, maybe 22 contests. Adu, that one's gonna bounce off her hands. That'll be an ace for the Longhorns. They get now 10-7 to try getting under it, but kind of mistimed where the ball would be. When she extended her hands, it kind of bounced down and onto the court, now making it a 10-7 Holy Name lead in set number 1. Preisel skies it up, bounces off the basketball hoop to keep it in play. Bauer sends it over. Holy Name avoids disaster on that one. Garcia, Scheidmantel blocked over the netting by Lowe. Lutheran West keeps it in play for the time being, and Sophia Simon into the rafters. Not enough. An excellent effort from Lutheran West, but Holy Name will get the deserving point as it looked a little dicey at the start, but a nice block from Libby Lowe was too much for Lutheran West to recover from. And now a quick discussion here with the official coach Bojan right below us. It might be a designation of what they're calling in play and what is out of play. That could be the designation they're trying to discuss here. And now both coaches are being called over, so now it's a conversation between both of them. If the point were to be reversed, it would then be a 10-8 contest. So it'd be a 2-point game opposed to a 4. This is definitely a crucial point that Holy Name wants to have, and Lutheran West could really use to get them back into set number 1. Both teams using nice work at this time, having discussions with their teams to try to figure things out without having to really call a timeout. It looks like now a discussion is being had by the far judge and the near one. Whistle blows. There will be some substitutions. Lily Jurek subs on for the Green Wave for Kenzie Watson. It looks like the point will stand. So whatever it was deemed, I'm going to say irrelevant for lack of a better word. Make it now 11-7 as Canton South, who will take on Padua in the next game, have just entered Padua Gymnasium. Garcia sets up a light little tap over the net from the Longhorns. Nicely dealt with. Wells to Preisel. Correction, yeah, that was Wells to Preisel. Preisel gets a kill off the block. They get a 12-7 Holy Name lead. Jurek takes a second here, and then we'll send the ball away. Simon keeps it up. Garcia sending to the other side. A nice job there from Wells to keep up the spike from Horvath. Preisel's attempt is blocked. It didn't matter in the end as the Longhorns were awarded the point before Holy Name even had a say in the matter, making it now a 12-8 Holy Name lead in set number 1, and what has been an exciting contest thus far. It'll be the senior Morgan Horley now on to Morley to serve it away. Tipped over by Libby Lowe. Nice little change of speed for the Green Wave. That was a nice work in the middle by Bauer and Lowe communicating it. Bauer a little bit of a hard pass to Lowe, and Lowe just kind of lobs it on down. 13-8 Holy Name. Now Gracie Ann Back will serve it away for the first time tonight, as Morley will get it over the netting. Back effort. Garcia back to Morley. Back. Bauer. That's a run for Afreitas, and Afreitas gets the point off the tip as that one hit off of Horvath's finger as he tried to block it down and bounces to the right of Lutheran West side of the court. Make it now a 14-8 Holy Name lead as Back sends this one away. Garcia lightly tapped over by McCarty. Wells, Afreitas taps it over. Morley, Garcia to the far side for Moe. Kept up into the rafters there from Hayden Wells. Not enough, as that will get Lutheran West the point. A nice job all the way around by the Longhorns to ensure the point and now make it back to a 5-point contest. Breida sends it away. Bauer, Afreitas. Morley keeps it up. Garcia sent over there by Moe. Kept up nicely by the Green Wave. Garcia, Simon, sets up the hand of Hayden Wells as Lutheran West back within 4. And in this first set, it is evident why Sophia Simon has had so much success this year with the kills. She's had a lot of great service from her fellow Longhorns. As you can see, just the chemistry this team has, as a lot of the points that they've given up because of the ball being sky, just because of the pace of the ball, not because of miscommunication. This team is a well-oiled machine. There's a reason they only have 3 losses going into tonight, and a big reason why is Sophia Simon. A diving effort there, as Lutheran West will keep it in play. An excellent job from them. Bauer, Afreitas taps it over and splits the defense. It's going to be close. And they're going to award the point to the Longhorns. I believe that is the right call, but an unfortunate tap there over by Afreitas, just missing. It split the defense nicely, but just a little bit too wide as Lutheran West back within 3. And it'll make it back within 2. A diving from Wells, not enough. And now a 14-12 contest. And a lot of these contests, you see a lot of back and forth, and a lot of what I've talked about, especially this year, is the ability for these teams to battle back with their backs against the wall down by 5-6 points early on in a set. And Lutheran West has really personified that in this set so far, as Holy Name looks to get a point back on the board to continue their run. Morley, back. And Lowe will get it over. It's going to be close. And they're going to award the point once again to the Longhorns, as once again, just like Afreitas is a couple plays ago, missing wide to the left. Coach Bojan making adjustments. He might need to call a timeout if this is a tie game after his serve. Jurek, Bauer sends it over. Morley, Garcia, Simon ties it up at 14 for the Longhorns. Sophia Simon, an impressive job from her tonight. And what was once a 5-point Holy Name lead has been cut to 0, where it's tied up at 14 in set number 1. There it is, resilience on display. You don't need to keep saying it when this Lutheran West team just showed it. That's exactly what I've been talking about for the last, how many ever games we've done? I believe around 10. Showing it perfectly for them. Wells, Bauer, Afreitas. A bounce down and be a Lutheran West point. Their first lead in a long while. It's been all Lutheran West for a while, and that will force the hand of Coach Bojan. Timeout here at Padua. in set number one. Holy Name down 15-14 after an impressive 6-0 run from the Lutheran West Longhorns. We'll be back on after our first media timeout of the evening. Holy Name was up 14-9 over the Longhorns, but it's been a 6-0 run for the 9-seed Lutheran West to give them a 15-14 lead as we are back within Padua Franciscan Gymnasium. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. Now blocked over the net by the Longhorns. Afraid will try her hand again, and we'll get the block off of Simon and Horvath's hands to tie it up at 15. I talked about it for Lutheran West, and I'll say the same thing for Holy Name. It is time to be resilient. You're looking at this game. It's anyone's set. They need 10 points to win it. Both teams do. It's an even match so far, a lot more even than the records would suggest, as Lutheran West 19-3, Holy Name 10-12. But both teams have done a nice job battling back when they needed to, and a lot of it has been on the chemistry that's built up throughout these past 22 games. Simon tips it over. It's going to be close on that side. They're going to say it just hit the corner, so Lutheran West will get a point there and make it 16-15. Substitutions now being made by both sides as Nicole Breida subs in for Mariah Horvath. Murray, along with Lowe, subs out Wells back into the game for the Green Wave. 16-15, Lutheran West leads. Jurek, Bauer, Vavro sends it on over, kept up by Breida. Freitas, Bauer, Wells, a little bit too low on the hit. Make it now a 17-15 lead for the Longhorns, who have really impressed down the stretch in this set. Breida, Jurek, Bauer, Vavro, a nice kill from Reagan Vavro. Her first involvement of the night, as usual, comes on a kill, and as usual, comes with force. Reagan Vavro going into this contest for the Green Wave, 82 kills. Her bread and butter play would be getting near the logo midcourt and getting a kill and an ace from Cassie Bauer. Make it a fourth ace on the contest for her with a 17-all game. The difference in this set has been Cassie Bauer, especially on the aces. When you get 4 aces in a set, that is a big recipe for success. And it's going to be close if it got in there. I say it did, giving Lutheran West back the lead just as quickly as they lost it. So now it's an 18-17 contest in favor of the Longhorns. He passed it a couple of serves ago, but now Holy Name in this set alone has put up more points on Lutheran West than their last opponent did. And Holy Name ties it back up. Kenzie Watson and Reagan Vavro tag team for the block. And now Gracie M. back will sub out for the Green Wave. On Jamie Freitas, Izzy Adu now in the game to serve for the Green Wave. Adu going into tonight's contest, 27 aces. Garcia. Sophia Simon blocked at the net. Nice job there from Morley to keep it in play for the Longhorns. Preisel. Garcia sent over the power there by Scheinmantel. Kept up nicely by Wells. Preisel slows it down. Kept up once again by Scheinmantel. Sends it over, no one home. Sophia Simon, another point for the Longhorns. Make it now 19-18 in favor of the quote-unquote home team. And definitely in the gym tonight, you hear a lot of loud cheering for both sides, but I would argue it seems to be more of a contingent for the Longhorns, especially during introductions, a lot of loud cheering for them, but definitely a lot of fans here tonight for a playoff game. Great to see some success for either Holy Name or Lutheran West. Scheinmantel, a nice back effort from Hayden Wells, keeps it in play. Preisel tries to finish the job, And she will. Avery Preisel makes the play, but it's Hayden Wells. An excellent job falling backwards, extends her hands, and keeps the play alive. We're tied back up at 19. The big story of this year is overcoming adversity with a young team, and there's one of the youngest players on this team, one of the freshmen, Hayden Wells, has been a big part of this team throughout the entirety of the season, and showing on that pass play as Lutheran West will get the point right back, making it now 20-19. It'll be Horvath on for Nicole Brida for the Longhorns, and it'll be Garcia to serve. And a tip from Preisel, reactionary tip there, gives Lutheran West now a 2-point lead. I think Preisel had to make a play on the ball, but unfortunately, to see where it hit out, it might have gone out on its own, but nonetheless, Lutheran West now up by 2. Garcia sends it away. That one's too long, as Holy Name will get the point back on that one, making it now a 21-20, set number 1. Jarek on for Kenzie Watson now for the Green Wave. Holy Name needs 5. Blue West needs 4 to take set number 1 home. Jarek takes a second here. A point for the Green Wave would tie it back up. Simon Garcia, far side for McCarty, and that will trickle down. Bauer and Lowe went up for the block, but we're unable to get a hand underneath it to keep it in play. Lutheran West needs 3 to seal set number 1. And if Lutheran West is able to seal this set, an impressive effort from them. They battled back down by as many as 5 to get to this point. It'd be a deserving set number 1 win for the Longhorns. Holy Name looking to prevent that. Lydia Lowe's effort blocked up by Simon. Excellent effort from her. Preisel tries her hand. And Holy Name, I believe, will be awarded the point, and they are. Making it a 1-point game once again. A lot of 1 point, 0 point, 2 point contests has been very close all the way throughout this set. As we get to the dying moments, as Izzy Adu will sub out Gracie back to serve for the Green Wave, and like it was a serve or 2 ago, 1 point for the Green Wave, ties it back up. Garcia. Kept up nicely by the Green Wave. Bauer blocked to the net, and diving effort from her. They keep it in play. Freitas tips it over. Mo Garcia sent on over by Horvath, and it will go for a Holy Name point. Too much power on that one. We're tied up at 22. And that will be enough for Lutheran West's coaching staff to call a timeout. So we have a tie contest once again, 22-all at Padua Franciscan High School in set number 1 in this OHSAA Round 2 playoff matchup. We'll be back on in a minute to bring you the remainder of set number 1. Also to play for in set number 1. We're tied up at 22-all at Padua Franciscan High School on this Saturday evening as back serve goes into the netting, giving Lutheran West a point closer to 25 and a point closer to sealing set number 1. This is game number 1 of 2 here at Padua tonight, as the winner of this first contest takes on the winner of the second one, being the 7th seed Padua Franciscan and the 26th seed Canton South next Wednesday at Holy Name High School. Freitas gets it over. Freitas tries again. That one works better for the sophomore as we're back tied up at 23-all. Once again, resilience. Holy Name is staying in this game. They've done an excellent job to fight back after being down and out. And now we might have some extra serves incoming here unless either team gets 2 on the bounce. And it hasn't happened in a while that either team has gotten 2 points on the bounce. Garcia, Simon, and that continued as Sophia Simon gets Lutheran West to 24. 1 point would do it in this set and would seal a Lutheran West victory. Holy Name They have no more points to give. It's advantage Lutheran West as 1 point. They get into set number 2, 1 set closer to another round. Going in for the set, blocked down. Wells keeps it alive. Afraidis. Bauer sends it over. Morley, Simon for the set. Sophia Simon calls set for the Lutheran West Longhorns as they will clinch a set 1 victory, deservingly so. 25-23 as Holy Name now. They're going to get back to work in the next set, but Lutheran West 1 set closer to a match at Holy Name High School against Canton South or Padua. Well, set number 1 concluding in a Lutheran West win. We'll take a break here between sets. We'll be back on for set number 2 as Holy Name looks to even up the contest 1-all. One set in the books here at Padua Franciscan High School. Lutheran West took it 25-23 over the Green Wave as we are back underway for set number 2 as Simon, who ended set number 1, gets it over for the Longhorns and does enough to get them on the board first in set number 2 as Holy Name was up by as much as 5 in that first set, but in the end it was the Longhorns of Lutheran West who ended up getting the victory 25-23 and deservingly so as they fought hard for the points and the comeback as Holy Name gets back to work here to try to get more gains on their season. Mo, Bauer, Afraidis. That one will be a point for the Green Wave off of the tip to tie it up at 1-all. Nice job from the Green Wave to get the first point there and not let it be a 2-0 lead for the Longhorns like it began in the first set. The Holy Name, they still have plenty to work on from that last set. A big part of it was the height advantage near the net. You can't teach tall and Holy Name. They need to work on that to make sure that they can try to win that advantage against the Longhorns, but for now they're not going to need to. And that's another point for the Green Wave as that one just got into the rafters. Once again, a reminder, the winner of this game will take on the winner of the next game here at Padua High School as Padua takes on Canton South. Holy Name, another point off the bounce, not having to do much as it just bounces down on Lutheran West side of the court, making it now 3-1. Holy Name gets the ball back in play, courtesy of Mr. Orzek, and we are back underway as Adu sends it away. Garcia sent over there, a dig there from Hayden Wells, keeps it in play, and she'll get it on over. Garcia sets up Sophia Simon on another point for the senior Longhorn, laying out 3-2 as Sophia Simon has done well tonight for the Longhorns. Holy Name has had no answer whatsoever for her at any point in tonight's contest, really. Mo sends away Adu. Bauer, a reprisal. Too much on that one as Lutheran West will tie it up at 3-all, courtesy of that hit. Mo sends it over for the Longhorns. Bauer, Kenzie Watson on the far side. She'll get a point as that one falls right in front of Nicole Breida. Make it now a 4-3 Holy Name lead. Kenzie Watson, one of the things that she's known for, similar to how Reagan Bavro is known for kills near to mid-court. She is known for kills on the far side of the court, making runs where no one can guard. And there's another point for the Green Wave, making it 5-3, as 3 points so far for the Green Wave in this set have come off of Lutheran West not being able to get the ball back over the net. As well sends it away here, Holy Name looking to double Lutheran West points. Trickles down low. Padua to Wells, keeps it in play. Garcia Simon to kill it. And she does, off the hands of Izzy Adu. An excellent effort from the Green Wave, all for naught. As Sophia Simon once again dashes Holy Name's hopes on that play, making it now a 5-4 contest. Simon now looks to add on to her ace tally on the year. She sends this one away. Bauer, Avery Preisel taps over and blocked on the net, and that will go into the bleachers for another Longhorn point to tie it up at 5-all. Simon once again looking for another point off the bounce. And a poke back there in the net from Ella McCartney. They get now a 6-5 Lutheran West lead as they've done a nice job bouncing back. Sophia Simon and Lutheran West have really impressed in this set so far. 3 straight points now, if I'm not mistaken. Lutheran West yet to drop a point with Simon serving in set number 2. Holy Name trying to change that. Watson will change that off the hand of Sophia Simon. Outstretched right hand, make it 6-all. Now Watson will sub out for Jurek, who is on to serve for the Green Wave, looking to get them back in the lead. Jurek sends it away. Garcia sets up for McCarty, and off the hands of Izzy Adu, gives Lutheran West back the lead. An unfortunate effort there from Adu. Did the right thing diving for it, just couldn't make enough contact on it to keep it in play. Will now give Lutheran West back their lead. They look to hold now. Garcia sends it away. Jurek skies it. Holy Name trying to avoid an ace, and they do not. Another ace for the Longhorns as they are now up by 2, courtesy of Araya Garcia. Correction, Ariana Garcia now to serve it away. Wells, Bauer, Preisel sends it over for the Green Wave. Morley, Garcia, far side run for Scheinmansel. Bobble around Wells once again. Able to get it over for the Green Wave. Scheinmansel tries again to do the dig this time. Morley, Garcia. This time it is Horvath. And an excellent effort from the Longhorns in the end. Give them another point, make it 9-6. An excellent effort all the way around, but Lutheran West does just a little bit more than the Green Wave, and now they're looking to get into the double digits. And they do via an ace. No answer from the Green Wave off the serve from Ariana Garcia. Coach Bojan's seen enough. He calls timeout. We're at the media timeout of our own here in the second set. It's all Lutheran West, 10-6 over the Green Wave. We'll be back on in a minute. Holy Name looks to get back on track, down 10-6 to the Lutheran West Longhorns, 1-0 overall in this set number 2 at Padua Franciscan High School in the OHSAA playoffs round 2 as Lowe sends it over for the Green Wave. Scheinmansel, Preisel, Bauer, back to Preisel. There we go for the Green Wave off the timeout. Preisel to Bauer, back to Preisel. Equals a point for the Green Wave. Just tuning in, the winner of this game takes on the winner of the next game on this court, which will be the Padua Franciscan Bruins versus Canton South. Garcia sends it over with the help of a teammate as blocked at the net there. Afreitas tips it over. Morley sent over there by Horvath. Bauer, Afreitas. I believe Afreitas stepped out of play, and that will be good enough for a Lutheran West point. So far tonight, it's been the Longhorns being the better team, deserving of the lead that they have amassed. Holy Name still trying to battle back here, as they've done a numerous amount of times this year. They need to do it once again here, so if they're not unable to do it this time, their season ends. Sent over by Horvath. Bauer gets it over near the net, dangerous territory. Gotta be careful not to touch the netting here. Bauer keeps it in play well, sets up Afreitas. Tipped around by Mo. Morley sent over by Simon. Bauer near side. Afreitas tipped down the block from McCarty, making it now 12-7. Talk about domination near the net. Like we said the last time we were here at Padua, you can't teach tall and near the net. It's been all Padua, of all Lutheran West on Padua's court, as that serve low. Holy Name gets the point. That's the fun part about the playoffs here. I can't look on the court or look around my surroundings to remember who we're playing against. Lowe sends away. Morley, Garcia to McCarty, who gets the point for the Longhorns there. Ella McCarty, a nice job from her. Now 13-8 Longhorn lead. Lutheran West opted to take a game in round number 1 to make sure they stayed fresh. And they're playing like it. Unfortunately, that serve not so much, as Holy Name get the point once again. 2 low serves being Holy Name's last 2 points. But Holy Name in years past taking a round 1 matchup last year as a 2 seed to try to keep fresh. This year, Holy Name, a lot of injuries. You really had to take that break to make sure you can get everyone as healthy as possible. As Holy Name, a lot of adversity and a lot of numbers missing time this year. It was the right decision. They still look like they're really good. That one blocked down by Lutheran West, who on the night looks a little bit better than them. They now 14-9. But talent level for these 2 teams, the difference is marginal. Both teams have a lot of talented players on the team. Tonight, it just looks like the experience of the Lutheran West Longhorns is too much for the Green Waves. Young, inexperienced, as now make it 15-9. Even if this is Holy Name's last game of the season, they've still done a lot right. They'll, in the last 14 games, have ended 9-5. At another point, an ace for the Longhorns, they get 16-9. Courtesy of Nicole Breida. Coach Bojan trying to make adjustments while he has time. 16-9 lead for Lutheran West, as we'll take another timeout here as Holy Name looks to get things back in order to finish out set number 2, down 1-0 overall at 16-9 in this set. We'll be back on in a minute. (16-9) Longhorn lead over the Green Wave as we are back at Padua Franciscan High School. Holy Name looking to bounce back here out of the timeout as Lutheran West sends it away to get play back underway. Back, Bauer, Genevieve Afreitas. A point off the bounce for the Green Wave as they are back in business. A nice job to get a point right off of the break. This Holy Name team, a lot this week to take in for Holy Name in general. Boys soccer, their season came to an end this afternoon. Boys football last night, a heartbreaking win. Bittersweet win, I should say, as they will not make the playoffs most likely. As Watson sends it over, bounces around. Garcia sends it over for the Longhorns. Wells, Bauer, Hayden Wells. Simon, Garcia blocks it on over. Holy Name trying to get back over for a point. Watson on the far side. Blocked around once again by the Green Wave. A nice job from both sides here to keep it up. Adu, Bauer, Preisel, blocked down. And it will go in favor of the Longhorns for them. They now get 17-10. But last night the win by Mogador Field, unfortunately, along with Lakewood and Kent Roosevelt losing, sends Holy Name out of the playoffs as that football team. They did a nice job down the stretch, but unfortunately they will not be playing into late October and early November, as there'll be another Lutheran West point. But a shout out to that team. We never really got to say anything last night, as we thought it was still going to continue. And there's still a slight chance in the rankings that things change. But definitely proud of that team, the way they battled back the second half of that season. So really impressed. A little bit of help there for the officials. Not going to count, but we'll make it now an 18-11 contest. And I believe it could have hit the antenna, which will give Holy Name the point. Wells to send it away. Garcia. Simon. A diving effort there from Wells is not enough. Lutheran West now up by 8 once again. The first set more of an even match. The second one being a Lutheran West domination so far. Holy Name still has time to work things out. They're going to need to do it quickly here, as Lutheran West 6 points away from getting one set closer to advancing in the playoffs. Simon, blocked down by Kenzie Watson. Holy Name back within 7, and Kenzie Watson, she can do it with the kill. She can also do it with the blocks. As she will now sub out for the Green Wave, as it will be Lily Jurek now to serve. The officials having a quick discussion here before the ball sent away. Still a 19-12 Lutheran West lead in this set number 2, as Jurek lines up to send things away. Garcia. Side mantle, too much power on that one. It's holding a point, making it now a 19-13 contest. Holy Name needs 6 to tie it up. Jurek sends this one away, out of bounds for a Lutheran West point, making it 20-13. Holy Name, they're still trying to work things out here. Down by 7, 5 points. They can really surrender. 4, they can surrender. 5 until the set's over, as Lutheran West makes some substitutions here. But Lutheran West looking like the well-oiled machine that they were advertised to be going into this contest. Everyone knew going into this game what kind of commodity to expect from Lutheran West. And even still with the expectations that we had for them, they have still really impressed tonight. That one's sent over for a namer point, however, as they're back within 6, but Lutheran West still with plenty much of advantage. Preisel and Adu now sub out for the Green Wave. Back serves it away here. A nice dig there from Hessler to keep it in play. Too much power on that one by Scheinmantel. Now Holy Name within 5. I said it in set number 1, but they need to do it in set number 2. This is the time to battle back if you're the Green Wave. This is what you need to do. You need to put your head down and grind. Down 5. This game is still within reach. If they make plays like Hayden Wells just did there, they're in business. Afraid as a diving effort from Garcia keeps it up. Lutheran West trying to get him a point. That'd be well deserved if they did. Bauer sets up low, and that's a point for the Green Wave, and they're back within 4. Bauer to low has been dangerous tonight for the Green Wave. Lutheran West to make a substitution. For a quick second, I thought they were about to call a timeout. They still have both to use if they wanted to. So it'll be interesting to see if this is a Holy Name point, how long it takes Lutheran West to call their timeouts. They still have them. It's a matter of how well they feel they're playing. Wells, Afreitas, Garcia, Scheidemantel. Bauer shoves it over. Garcia sets up McCarty. Nice job there for the Green Wave to keep the ball in play. Afreitas blocks down Hohenheim within 3. Lutheran West coach is lurking towards the official. No official designation yet on the timeout. She looks like she's going to keep trust in her team down, with Hohenheim down 3. Another crucial serve here. McCarty, it's going to be close, and they're going to give the point to the Longhorns. They're going to say it just sniped the back corner. Definitely a close one, but I believe the right call by the officials. They get now a 21-17 game, and it proves to be a good decision not to have called the timeout there. Credit to Lutheran West coach for not getting trigger happy at the timeout, letting her team figure things out. And now they're back within 4 points with a 4-point lead of ending set number 2. Simon. Bauer sends it over. Now we'll get a point back for the Green Wave right away. They get 21-18 courtesy of Cassie Bauer. And the conversation continues as long as this game is close in this set. How long until Lutheran West will use one of their timeouts? You're going to have to ask the question, if Hohenheim can get within 3-2 or 1, now they're 3 with 2 or 1, is that enough? We'll wait to see that one. McCarty, we will not be seeing as that one skies into the Canton South section of things. They got 22-19, 22-18 correction. Lou West needs 3 points here to seal set number 2. It'll be Hannah Bryda to send it away for the Longhorns. Bauer. Favreau mistimes it, so does Afreitas. Lutheran West within 2 of sealing it, now up by 5. Lutheran West so far avoiding the scare. 2 points, and they're up 2-0. The 1 point they need to make it game point will have to wait as Hohenheim gets a point back via the low serve. Jurek subs out. Bauer now on to serve for the Green Wave. Hohenheim needing a big comeback here. Garcia, Simon. Back does a nice job to keep it in play. Far side, Genevieve Afreitas. That one bounces down. Hohenheim gets back within 3. An excellent effort from Genevieve Afreitas on the near side to keep Hohenheim in business. Bauer to send it away again. This would be a good sign for an ace for the Green Wave. Lutheran West defends it nicely, however. Back. Bauer. Watson on the far side. Hohenheim will get the point, are now within 2. And once again, the conversation's here. Do they call a timeout? And there it is. She does call a timeout. The magic number was 2. Hohenheim does an excellent job to make a comeback and now make it a 23-21 contest. And before we go to break, we're going to try to move our camera over towards the student section of the Green Wave over there. Kind of look at there, you see a lot of the players who played last night, a lot of the football team. They're showing support for their fellow namers. Shout out to the Hohenheim students that are making the trip out to Padua tonight after yesterday's game. Once again, Hohenheim most likely not in the playoffs, a heartbreaker. Shout out especially to the 17 seniors on that team who worked their butts off for Hohenheim for the last 4 years. Thank you to them for all their work they put in. More will be coming tomorrow on Hohenheim Broadcasting's Instagram and Twitter accounts. But to stay updated on all the games that we are covering further, you want to follow that as well. To stay updated on all of Hohenheim sports in general, follow Hohenheim Athletics on Instagram and Twitter. And finally, subscribe here to Hohenheim Athletics YouTube and put on push notifications to be notified when we go live. Lutheran West fans, an FYI for you. Next scheduled time as of right now, we have you slated to be on Hohenheim Athletics with broadcasting commentary. We'll be on December 12th at Hohenheim as Lutheran West boys basketball travels to Hohenheim. There's a chance we do some of the sectional, I believe it's district tournament that's at Hohenheim. There's a chance that if not, those games will be on the Hollow Cam at Hohenheim regardless. And now they get a 24-21 Lutheran West lead. Well, simply Lutheran West fans, if you're playing Hohenheim at Hohenheim, let's look at Hohenheim Athletics YouTube. You'll either see A logo design that will mean that Hohenheim Broadcasting is covering the game, or B, you'll see the link go live about 15 minutes before the contest. Then it'll just be a Hollow Cam recording. Just an FYI for you people trying to watch it at home. Morley, sent over, blocked down by the Green Wave on Hohenheim's side, and that is enough to get Lutheran West a win in set number 2. They axed 2 points off the Green Wave score, and now Holy Name season might have only one more set left. We'll take a break here before set number 3. Lutheran West takes set number 2, 25-21 over the Green Wave. We'll be back on in a couple minutes. FYI, I believe we're going to lose video for a quick second here. It will be back on immediately. We're switching on a battery. Just know that. The screen might go black for a minute, but we'll be back on with video for the third set. As promised, the camera is back on after that brief blackout. Apologies for that. Just need to switch out the battery. We'll be back on in about a minute to bring you the third set. Holy Name need to win this set to keep their 2023 season alive as we are underway in what could be the decider of set number 3. Bauer sends it over. Nice job there from Morley to keep it in play for the Longhorns. Sends on over there by Mo. Kept up nicely by the Green Wave. Afreitas sends it on over now. Mo. Watson. Bauer sent down by Vavro as Holy Name, I believe, might get flagged on hitting against the net as Lutheran West will open the scoring in this set. I believe they're going to say she might have made contact with the netting. They're an interesting call, but nonetheless, Lutheran West now 24 points away potentially from ending Holy Name's season. Holy Name looking to get at least one set win on the board here against the Lutheran West Longhorns. Mo sends it over. Nice dig from Watson to keep it up and alive. Afreitas, too much power. 2-0 lead for the Longhorns. As we're looking forward in this week, we would have covered the other game here between Padua and Canton South. Due to A, lack of staff, and B, lack of good health right now, we're going to go home after this game and only bring you this contest. Apologies. We might bring some neutral contests at Holy Name next week for you to make up for it. That one goes out of play as Holy Name. They'll get their first point of set number 3. As Bauer serves this one away. This is definitely becoming a rivalry matchup. Looking back to last year, Holy Name Lutheran West football, that 20-10 Holy Name win, 20 unanswered in the second half as Simon sends that one over for a Lutheran West point. A nice job once again from Sophia Simon. But then you go to basketball season, the boys team goes into Lutheran West's home gym, top 10 in the Plains-Dealer rankings at the time, and gets the win over what would be a Final Four appearance team. The girls basketball team then for Holy Name goes to Lutheran West as well and gets the win. And now girls soccer as well this year gets a win over Lutheran West. As off the tip, Holy Name gets the point, and now it culminates here as Lutheran West looking to get a big win over Holy Name. And then they'll have to wait about a little under 2 months to try to get revenge on Holy Name basketball as they look to have a nice matchup. That matchup looking to be a big one on paper, especially for the class of 2025. A lot of talent for both teams combined on both sides of Lutheran West and Holy Name. Especially looking at Holy Name's side, they have a lot of returners that are in their junior year. That one blocked on down for a Holy Name point. We're back up at 3-all. I expect to see this set to be more like the first one, a lot closer all the way through. I expect to see a hard-fought set by both teams that both teams, I think, at the end of the day will be proud of. I believe we're going to see a very close set, mark my words. That one down for Holy Name point, courtesy of Avery Preisel, make it 4-3. And lights restored within like the lobby at Padua. It looked like the power almost went out in there for a second. That was definitely a little scary. But we're back here. No power outages, no lights out quite yet here. And we look to continue play. Preisel sends it over. Garcia sent over by Brida. Wells. Bauer, far side for Kenzie Watson. Play will stop it. Holy Name gets the point, making it now 5-3. Looking at this Holy Name team for the future, this is a different year for the Green Wave. Looking at the roster, the only non-returner that they will have is Sydney Wenzel, as that is an ace from Izzy Adu. An excellent job from her there, adding to her tally. Like I said earlier in the game, 27 going into tonight. I believe that's ace number 28 on the season. But Holy Name only losing one player in total who is not active tonight. Vavro. Wells sets up Avery Preisel. Garcia, Simon, Bauer, nice dig from her to keep it in play. Watson on the far side. Now bounces down. Bounces back over via a block from Watson. A dig from Adu keeps it in play. Preisel now on the near side. Morley keeps it in play on diving effort. Mo to Garcia. Adu this time. Bauer, Watson, Garcia. Sent over by Mo. Adu. Bauer. Vavro tries her walk, and that one will work for the Green Wave. Bringing in Vavro near the net. Unstoppable force. Holy Name up by 4. This is exactly what Holy Name needs to continue doing for the rest of the night if they want to come back and win this game. They need to keep pounding the ball nearer to the net and then sending it down with force by either the likes of Vavro, Watson, or Preisel, who are nearer to the net right now. That one tipped off the hands of Bauer for a Lou West point, making it now 7-4. And now Lutheran West making some substitution. They'll be Scheidmantel now back into the game. And an ace off the bat for the Longhorns. Hannah Brida, an ace to get Lutheran West within 2. Like I said, this is going to look a lot similar to set number 1, and Holy Name a decent lead in set number 1. Same thing in set number 3, and Lutheran West doing what they did in that set number 1, and that is come back. Simon, Preisel, Bauer, Watson on the far side makes a run, and that'll be too much power to keep it in play, as now Lutheran West is within 1. Layla Mo sends it away. Wells, Bauer. Preisel makes a run on the near side. That trickles down on Lutheran West side as Holy Name stops the Longhorn run, as it's now going to be an 8-6 Holy Name lead. An excellent job there from the Green Wave to work things back to a 2-point lead. Simon, Adu, Bauer, Watson. Skied by Garcia, kept in play. Nearest or far side, Scheidmantel with a nice job to keep it in play. Watson sends it on over. Near the net, nice job from Garcia at the last moment to get it over. I believe they're going to say Preisel made contact with the netting, and they're going to say that's the call, 8-7. I believe it's the right call there from the near official. It looked like just at the last second, a fingertip kind of glided against the netting there. Unfortunate from the freshman, but now Lutheran West back within 1, and a potential serve from Sophia Simon could give the Longhorns back the lead, or at least tie it up. Preisel. McCarty. Went in, doing a nice job to keep her serve in play. Morley. Far side will be Scheidmantel, as it will be Paige Scheidmantel tying it up at 8-all. Paige Scheidmantel has played a nice game tonight for the Longhorns. A lot of talent on this team. Sophia Simon, obviously the standout star for them, averaging 5 kills a game going into tonight. But a nice resume being put together here by Paige Scheidmantel as well. And an ace there from Simon to further add to hers. Lutheran West back in the lead. As Simon awaiting the ball here. 9-8 Lutheran West lead here in set number 3. What could be the decider? Adu, Bauer, Watson on the far side. That one will hit in for a Namer point. Nice job from Kenzie Watson. One side of the court to the other, finds the court. Make it 9-all. And Watson subs out after that play for Lily Jurek. Jurek runs it and sends it away. Garcia far side for Scheidmensel. They blocked at the net by the Green Wave, and they'll be awarded the point. A nice job on the far side by the Green Wave, as they will be the first of double digits in set number 3. Jurek sends it away for her second serve in a row. Garcia sends it over. I believe Garcia contacted the net. Actually, no, they're going to say it goes against the Green Wave, as Lutheran West will tie it up at 10-all. And now slipping in for the Longhorns will be Mariah Horvath. And she will be relieving Nicole Breda. Garcia sends it away. Morley. A far hit from Simon. Bauer. Avery Preisel sends it over, and off the tip, we'll get the Namer point. I believe that one just connecting with the hand of the recently subbed in Mariah Horvath. And now 11-10, Holy Name lead is the score. Adu and Preisel now sub out back to serve it for the Green Wave. Horvath back over too low on that attempted dig, and that will tie it back up at 11. Holy Name gets a point. Then Lutheran West gets a point. Then Holy Name gets a point. Then Lou West. Then HN. Then LW. That's how the game goes. You start out with the full thing, a longer possession, then it gets shorter and shorter as it goes on, as it did the names. But still, a nice back and forth contact is Holy Name. There it is. They get a point there. And like we said, if it keeps going the way it has, this will be a Lutheran West point. This has been back and forth, and that has made this contest really exciting to see, going into what could be the last set, as we've said. But Holy Name, they're not ready to end their season quite yet. They want to continue what would be an impressive run, given the adversity they've had. And an ace from Libby Lowe ends the streak of back and forth. Made it 13-11 Holy Name. An excellent effort there from Libby Lowe to get the ace and keep adding on to Holy Name's lead. Lowe looks to do it again. Simon. Garcia set up for Horvath. Bauer, Vavro, that should be a tip, and it will be, as Holy Name now up by 3. And now the timeout question could be back in play for Lutheran West. They were dominating for the beginning part of this set. Lutheran West coach is up and giving instructions. I would like to believe if this is a point here, courtesy of a Libby Lowe serve, then I would not be surprised to see a Longhorn timeout. That one falls down. Now time to see, will we get the timeout as predicted? It's 15-11. And it will be the timeout as predicted. Lutheran West coaching staff has seen enough. It's the opposite of what happened in set number 1. Holy Name makes a comeback this time, up 15-11 at their season on the line. We are watching Holy Name versus Lutheran West Volleyball in your home for all Holy Name sports. Holy Name Athletics YouTube. We'll be back on in a minute. Still plenty to play for here at Padua High School. Holy Name up 15-11 in set number 3. They're down 2-0 overall as Lowe sends it away to get play resuming after the timeout call by the Longhorns. And via a tip, actually no, not via a tip, Holy Name will get the point. It looked like it may have tipped off of a Namer there as it went out of play. Holy Name awarded the point nonetheless. It'll be now 16-11. Holy Names are up by 5 now. And the point will go back to the Longhorns. Made it 16-12. As the points go back to being traded, Lutheran West out of the timeout here trying to regather themselves. I don't think they want to go into a set number 4. They know if Holy Name gets one set under their belt, they know better than most that if Holy Name gets some momentum, they're a dangerous team. Afraidis. Tip over there on the far side. Jurek somehow keeps it up. It will be a Lutheran West point, but Lily Jurek, what an effort from her to keep the play alive for a brief moment. Now a 13-16 Holy Name lead. But Lutheran West knocking on the door once again. Ball sent away by Bryda. Back, hits it. Lutheran West within 2. Clearly the timeout called by Lutheran West is paying dividends as we were potentially 2 serves away from a tie game, 3 away potentially from a Lutheran West lead. Bauer, Vavro sends it down, and that one will hit inside of Lutheran West side of the court. Holy Name back up by 3. And there it is, Reagan Vavro, the bread and butter that she likes to do. She likes to get the ball served to her near the middle of the court there, right on the Padua logo, as you'll see it when the camera pans back over, and then spike it down with plenty of force. That is the game she plays, and it's a great game that she plays. Afraidis, a diving effort there on the dig from Morley, keeps it in play. Behind the back effort from Bryda, keeps it in play for the Longhorns. Excellent effort from them to keep it going. Horvath, Garcia, Simon. Vavro mistimes that one. Nothing else she can do. And so via Simon, the experience pays dividends. Lutheran West within 2. It'll be Horvath subbing out of the game for Nicole Bryda. Bryda sends this one away. Watson, Morley. Ball sent down there, but blocked by the Green Wave. Moe's effort snuffed out Kenzie Watson on the block. Afraidis back out, Adu back into the game for the Green Wave, up by 3. And almost an ace off the bat there. A nice dig from Lutheran West to keep it alive. Adu trying to keep the play alive, but denied by the Raptors. Izzy Adu unlucky not to get the ace, and even more unlucky not to keep the play alive there. The Raptors assisting Lutheran West. Nothing you can do about it. An excellent play work by Lutheran West to keep it in play in the first place. It is now a 2-point contest once again. And a low serve gives Holy Name a point right back. Here we are, we're back to the back and forth. Holy Name gets a point, then Lou West. We're back to that kind of game here. Wells sends this one away. Watson puts it down, an excellent effort from Morley to keep it alive. Running there, and too low of an effort from Simon as Holy Name now up by 4 in set number 3. Holy Name 5 points away from going into set number 4 and further delaying Padua Canton South. Simon sent down Morley. I believe they're going to penalize Lutheran West, and they do. Holy Name now up by 5. And once again, with one timeout on the board, the question comes, and there it is, a timeout called by Lou West. Holy Name looking to make things interesting here at Padua Franciscan High School as they're up 21-16 over Lutheran West. We'll be back on in a minute. We are back here at Padua Franciscan High School. A score update being made over the PA system. Notre Dame Cathedral needs a win to send the Franciscans into the playoffs, and so far so good as the Cougars struggling against NDCL with NDCL up 7-0 over Lake Catholic at Jerome T. Osborne Stadium. Sent over there by Simon. Wells, Preisel, sent down. Nice job there for Hayden Wells. He gave it in play. Preisel sends it on over. Garcia, Simon blocked on down for a Lutheran West point, they're going to say. And it skips on down, make it 21-17. But a shout out to the Padua Franciscan Bruin football team. Their season might be over if NDCL is unable to win tonight. But one heck of an effort last night against Walsh Jesuit, losing by 3 on a tough goal line stand by the Jesuits. But just an impressive job from them. And a block of the net from Watson. Gets Holy Name back up by 5. But Padua might be our rivals, but game respects game. Padua impressed a lot of people last night, being such big underdogs against the Warriors. And now, all Padua faithful, they have an eye on this game that's going to come up next between Padua and Canton South, but definitely will have their other eye on NDCL and Lake Catholic. Garcia sends it on over behind the back, low. Bauer. Garcia. Scheinmantel sends it over, Adu. Bauer. Avery Preisel. Holy Name should get the point off the tip, and they do. Holy Name up by 6. 2 points away from sending it into set number 4. Holy Name looking for a comeback for the ages. It'll be Lily Jurek now to serve. Holy Name needing 2 to keep this game alive. Jurek sends away. Garcia sets it up there for McCarty. Lutheran West fighting back, now 23-18. Lutheran West is going to need a lot of points in a row here to make this game, or I should say set, interesting, as Holy Name needs 2 more points and they will have it be a done deal. Sends away. Bauer. Avery Preisel makes a run and it will be snuffed out there. Horvath and McCarty tag team and give Lutheran West a point, 2 in a row, 23-19 now. Holy Name on edge here as Lutheran West is trying to end the season a little earlier than they anticipated. Morley sends it away, Adu, Bauer. And Holy Name will get the point via a violation from the Longhorns. Holy Name needs 1 more point now as they're trying to settle down here. They don't need anything crazy. Gracie back on to serve. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. You just need to get the ball over here and don't try anything creative. You just got to make sure you get this point and go into the next set with some life. And Lutheran West says not so fast. They are now 24-20. The set number 4 break, or set number 3 to 4 break has to wait 1 more time. Morley sends it away, and almost ace, and it will be an ace. Jurek does all she can, but it's not enough. As Holy Name now up by 3. Coach Bojan has 2 timeouts left to go if he wants to use them. I said it for Lutheran West, I'll say it for Holy Name. If this is a Lou West point, we're going to see a timeout most likely called. Bauer for the set. It's going to be kept up nicely there by Garcia. Simon. It's going to hit in the back corner. Lutheran West is in 2. Coach Bojan stands up. And he will gesture for the timeout. Lou West, don't count them quite out yet in set number 3. What a comeback from the Longhorns. Resilient as ever. 22-24. Holy Name leads, but Lutheran West knocking on Holy Name's door, trying to end their former coach's season. But even if this is the last set of Holy Name's season, they played really well given the adversity. 10-13 is not anything to scoff at for Holy Name, considering the fact that they've really played well down the stretch. They're 9-4 in their last 13 going into tonight with a loss 9-5. This Lou West team 19-3 going in is huge. The dreams for the Padua Bruins for football a little less likely now, as it's just been announced in stadium. 7-7, Frankie Trinetti and co. even it up with NDCL. That'll be the last ever game in the Crown Conference, as Padua, along with NDCL and Lake, will be joining us in a new conference next year. That'll be interesting to see that unfold. But for now, it's Lou West, Holy Name. Holy Name, 1 more point will send them into a set number 4. Afreitas sends it over, and we will have more volleyball. Genevieve Afreitas ensures it. Holy Name 25, Lou West 22, as we will have set number 4. But before that, he will be taking a timeout here. 25-22, Holy Name victory in set number 3. I'll be back out in a few minutes to bring you set number 4. Sorry, Padua fans, you guys will have to wait. Holy Name extends the game to one more set at least. It's a 2-1 Blue West lead over the Green Wave as set number 4 gets underway here at Padua High School. Vavro punches that one on over. Garcia sets up Simon, Sophia Simon. That's some force to begin set number 4. An excellent effort from Sophia Simon to send that one over and open the scoring tonight in set number 4 for the Longhorns. Bauer setting up for Reagan Vavro. Sent away there by Morley. Bauer, Afreitas tips it on over, and Genevieve Afreitas evens it up at 1-all. The most important set of this season for the Green Wave as they look to try and go into a deciding set number 5. A due serve too low as Lutheran West back up 2-1. Substitutions here for the Longhorns as Mo hands the ball off to Alexa Adams to serve the ball for the Longhorns. 2-1 overall, 2-1 in set number 4. Bauer, Watson on the far side. Kenzie Watson gets the point for the Green Wave. An excellent overlapping run on the far side by Kenzie Watson. Ties it up at 2. And now be the freshman Hayden Wells to serve the ball for the Green Wave. Garcia sets it up, a spike there, and a kill from Sophia Simon. Making it now a 3-2 Blue West lead once again. As similar to the last set, I expect this one to be a close one all the way through. I expect to see a back and forth battle. I think that's what these two teams are best at. I believe at this point, from what we've seen, both teams, they want this game badly. It just depends who has more resolve down the stretch. Preisel sends it over, a nice dig and a dive to keep it in play from Lutheran West as they will get the point in the end. The effort that proved failed from the Green Wave coming from Paige Scheidmantel once again. Simon sent that one away for the Longhorns. Watson on the far side. Morley sends it up, tipped over by Garcia. Wells, Bauer pushes it over, and a nice kill from Cassie Bauer. Finds a blank space and makes it now 4-3. Lily Jurek now to serve it away for the Green Wave. A 4-3 Blue West lead at the moment as Holy Name looks to tie it up. Garcia, Scheidmantel, too much power on that one from Lutheran West. Now it ties it up back up at 4-all. And the back and forth game starts to establish itself. Holy Name 2 points off the bounce, but still a back and forth beginning this off of 8 points is 4-all. Jurek takes a deep breath and ready to go and sends it away. Morley, Garcia sets it up for McCarty. A diving effort from Adu, not enough. And Lutheran West now back up 5-4. Substitution being made by the Longhorns as it'll be Horvath subbing into the game for Brida. Garcia sends the ball away. That one skied into the bleachers. They get now a 6-4 Blue West lead. Lutheran West doing all they can do to break the spirits of the Green Waves and try to expand their lead. Wells, Bauer, Avery Preisel sends it over. Garcia plays it back. As Lutheran West is able to get it over, interested to play it back. Preisel. It doesn't matter as Preisel's effort stops at the net. Lutheran West, 3 straight points, now up 7-4. Now a brief stoppage to get the ball back in play here. Game number 2 slated to start at 7:30. Unless that game starts in 25 seconds, they're going to be well behind schedule. On the serve, too much power on that one. Make it now 7-5 as Holy Name gets a point right back. But as of right now, it looks like it's going to be a very late night here at Padua Franciscan High School for those staying for the second game. As my best guess right now would be that game starting around 8:20. Sent over by Scheidmansel. Wells, Afreitas. That one trickles down, and Holy Name will get a point and make it within 1 and keep things interesting. A nice job from the Green Wave there, forcing an error via the Longhorns. Preisel to serve it here. A point for the Green Wave would tie it back up. Horvath. Jurek, Bauer, Afreitas, that one blocked down. A nice job at the net by Horvath along with McCarty. Lutheran West restores a 2-point lead. Preisel subs out now for the Green Wave as Gracie Back, I believe, subs in. Coach Bojan on the sideline giving Holy Name instructions here as they are down by 2. Afreitas makes it 1. That one off the hands of Layla Moe. Holy Name back within 1. A nice effort from the Green Wave. And it goes to show the coaching style of Coach Bojan. It can kind of be described, if you talk to the right people, as tough love. But Coach Bojan, he is a seasoned vet when it comes to coaching, especially in the playoffs. It took 1 or 2 words from the sidelines to get Holy Name back on track on that possession. And that one goes back to Lutheran West as they are able to make the adjustments of their own to match Coach Bojan. And now makes it a 9-7 Longhorn lead. But definitely a tight match all the way around. No team has scored under 20 in any of the sets so far. Bauer sends it over and a behind the back no-looker from Cassie Bauer gets the point. She's done that many times this year, but that one might be the most impressive. Yeah, one-hander and just snipes the corner. Three namers on the Bruin logo for this serve. Garcia, Simon, that one out of play, hitting the line judge as Holy Name gets the point to tie up at 9-all. A little bit too much power on there once again. Lutheran West are a very powerful team, but their Achilles heel, if I had to say one tonight for them, would be too much power at the wrong time. Wells, Bauer, Watson. Holy Name leads! That one off the hands of Hannah Breida. Nothing else she could do on that one. Holy Name up by 1. Holy Name trying to mount another special night here. Bauer sends this one away. And a block down to Freitas, and all she could to try to block that one down. It's going to trickle down on the Holy Name side. Coach Bojan wants an explanation, try to argue it. Coach Bojan makes his appeal here. Substitution in the meantime, it will be Breida in for Horvath. His argument might be that the Lou West player at the net may have clipped it. That might be the argument, as it definitely hit on the Holy Name side, but nonetheless, it will be a Lou West point, nonetheless tied up at 10. Simon's effort is defended by the Green Wave for a time, and then not defended. That one falls down as Lou West gets a 1-point lead. There's another nice job there from Sophia Simon. Holy Name did all they could with too much power there from Simon. That's the proper power they want to use. Downward power, not outward power. Garcia sets it up for Simon. Bauer twins and hits it. Now Lou West up by 2. It will now be a substitution here. The freshman Allie Orzik in the game for Genevieve Freitas. Orzek impressed in the one JV game we showed this year and has had sporadic appearances in the other varsity games down the stretch for the Green Wave. Bauer. Orzek's first involvement of the game. Garcia hit over there by Simon. Back, Bauer, Vavro. Bounces around and gotten back over there by Morley. Wells, Bauer, Watson. That's a point for the Green Wave on the far side. Kenzie Watson once again hammers it down. Back and Orzek sub out of the game now for the Green Wave. Izzy Adu and Preisel fill in. Adu sends this one away. Garcia sets it up for Simon, blocked at the net and kept up by Simon in the end. Bauer, Preisel. Now be a Lou West point. I believe I say it'll be 2 hits off of a Green Wave player. I didn't exactly see who had the 2 hits, but makes it now a 13-11 scoreline in favor of the Longhorns. Ball sent away on the serve there. Preisel sends it away, and she might get the tip, but it will not be in the end, as it'll be now a 3-point lead for the Longhorns. Time out, Holy Name. Score update for you Bruins fans. Into the second quarter, NDCL up 14-7 over the Lake Catholic Cougars via a rushing touchdown 16 yards from their running back, as they're going to announce it in-house as we go to a timeout here. 14-11, Lou West lead in set number 4. We'll be back on in a minute. Back on here at Padua Franciscan High School. Holy Name down 14-11 in what could be the final set of this game, set number 4. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. Padua and Canton South fans, I apologize. This game is running late, and I also apologize. We were going to cover both games, but due to lack of stack and lack of good health, we are only covering this one game. That one will fall for a Lou West point, making it 15-11. And depending on Holy Name broadcasting schedule next week, we could be in and around for one of the 3 games that are at Holy Name, that are as Holy Name a neutral site next week for volleyball. Stay tuned to see if we are. If not, just like Holy Name Athletics on YouTube, the Huddle Cam will be up for those games. Watson gets a point there for the Green Wave. Makes it now a 15-12 contest. This Holy Name's doing a nice job battling here to try to make it where we will be 100% there this coming Wednesday, as a win in this set and then a win in the decider would do it. Garcia, Simon, Wells, Bauer, Preisel. Garcia set up Simon. Now it bounces off of the hands of Cassie Bauer, 16-12. And if this game were to go in a set number 5, Lou West would have won it 15-12. Adu skies it. Make it now 17-12. Lou West up by 5 is starting to try and pull away with this one. Preisel. Bauer and Wells collide, but keep the ball in play. Preisel, that one skied. Somehow kept in play by Simon and McCarty. What an effort there from the Longhorns. Watson, the run. And that one will be too much power. Lou West once again. That's another point now, up by 6. Coach Bojan has to call his final timeout potentially of the season. So we'll take a timeout here. Lou West up 18-12 over the Green Wave after making a nice run out of the last timeout. We'll be back on in a minute. Lutheran West needs 7 points to send Holy Name packing as we are back underway. Make it now 6. Adu skies it into the Raptors. A nice serve there for the ace from who else but Sophia Simon, Lutheran West's MVP. A quick change before the next change is Ali Orzek subs back into the game. This will be the Orzek's 3rd involvement in the game. Ali had 1 involvement on her last time in, and then her dad got the ball back in play in the first set. That one just hits inside the line of play as Holy Name gets the point back. An excellent effort there. And Holy Name will get back to work now as Lily Jurek is on a serve. Orzek, one of the many freshmen here, the bright future. Avery Preisel, Hayden Wells also in there, along with Tessa Vincent out today due to injury. As we close and will go out for a Lou West point. Lou West needs 5 to seal it. Lutheran West so far tonight have really impressed. Like I said, going in, you have high expectations for a team who's 19-3. They still met our expectations tonight. I believe everyone can say that. Jurek dives, it's into the bleachers, nothing else can be done. Lou West running away with it even more now. It's 21-13. Lou West needs 4. An interesting decision here as Hessler will sub out Sophia Simon. An interesting decision here from Lutheran West to sub out their star player. We'll see what they can do. It'll be Garcia to serve once again. Too low of a service. Holy Name gets the point back, and now makes it a 21-14 contest. Avery Preisel to serve it away now for the Green Wave. They need a lot of points in a row, down by 7. And a nice effort there from the Longhorns to keep it in play. Bauer to low, too much. 21-15, but not to take away from the effort from Lutheran West on that play. An excellent job. It got skied into the rafter, but somehow in some way, they kept the ball up and into Holy Name territory. Yes, Holy Name got the point in the end, but what an effort from the Longhorns on that play. You guys got to applaud them for that effort and those kind of energy levels this late into the game. Horvath, Bauer, Ali Orzek. A playoff kill for Ali Orzek. Her first career playoff kill is 21-16. Holy Name's been waiting for this one. 21-16. Preisel to get it back underway. A missed time there by McCarty, got back over by Lowe. Horvath, Garcia sets up a run by Scheidmantel. Holy Name now within 4. And now the conversation begins. When is a timeout called by Lutheran West? The coach is nearer to the officials. Simon will sub back into the game. Like I said, when she subs out, an interesting decision to do so. Holy Name, in the absence of Sophia Simon, a 4-0 run. If this is a Holy Name point, it might be a Lou West timeout. Horvath, Preisel, Bauer, Lowe. Morley. Scheidmantel not down. Not gonna fall for a Lou West point, but a Green Wave point. 21-18, adjustments being made on the side. Lou West not calling a timeout quite yet. Holy Name a 5-0 run. The freshman Preisel still serving here. Garcia tips it over to Orzek. Bauer. Orzek makes a run. Can be blocked out of play, and it will go down for a Holy Name point. Orzek draws the contact. Holy Name's within 2. Lou West coach is waiting, looking over, no timeout, and there it is. She calls timeout. She took out her star player. A 6-0 run ensued for the Green Wave. Holy Name makes them pay. 21-19. Just as you counted them out, they are not done yet. We'll be back on in a minute. You're watching Holy Name versus Lutheran West volleyball in your home for all Holy Name sports. Holy Name Athletics YouTube. We'll be back on in a minute. here back outside Padua Franciscan High School's gym. And for you Padua fans out there watching, it is a tied 14-14 game between NDCL and Lake Catholic at JTO. Wells, Bauer, Orzek mistimes it and falls down for a Lou West point off the timeout. Substitution being made as back will sub out for Avery Preisel. Or back will come in for Avery Preisel, I should say. Bauer giving instructions to Orzek there before the serve. Wells the dig. Bauer, Orzek times that one better. Keeps it in play. Garcia, Hartley, that one falls down, but McCartney's effort is defended. Holding him back within two. Afraid it's about to sub in, and it will sub out Hayden Wells along with Ali Orzek. It'll be Vavro, Afraidis, and Bauer, Jurek, and back, and Libby Lowe, the sixth, tasked with getting Holy Name within one. A weird attempt there to keep it in play, but it works from Mo. Bauer sets up Genevieve Afraidis. Holy Name within one! Genevieve Afraidis back in the game. It's 22-21. What a comeback from the Green Wave. And now it'll be Alicia Murray to sub on for the Green Wave for Libby Lowe. She did her job, and now a task falls on the junior here. A point for the Green Wave after being down by 8 would tie it back up. Garcia, McCarty, back gives it up, Bauer, Afraidis. Bauer, Jurek, Afraidis tries again. Kept it nicely. Garcia sends it over for the Longhorns. Back, Bauer, Vavro. Tipped over by Horvath. Jurek, Bauer, Afraidis tries again. Say it louder! We are tied at 22 all! Holy Name has made the comeback. 8 down, 21-13. We're tied at 22. Time out, Lutheran West! Never count out the Little Davids. We're tied at 22. What a run by the Green Wave. They are not ready to call it quits. We'll take a timeout. It's 22 all at Padua Franciscan High School. What a game. What a set. We'll be back on in a minute. (22-22). Coach Bojan's old school versus his current. Lutheran West, Holy Name. Murray to serve it. Holy Name and Lou West. 3 points. Gets the job done in set number 4. Bauer, Favreau, Simon, Murray, Jurek. Afraidis tries her luck. Dig from Garcia. Morley tipped over by Horvath. Murray, Bauer, and not enough on it. It was close, but not enough. Lou West, 23, Holy Name, 22. Low to sub on along with Hayden Wells. Murray and Lowe subbing out here. Bauer so close to getting the trickle on over, but not close enough. It will now fall on Hannah Breida of the Longhorns to serve it. And it bounces down between back and Jurek. Miscommunication. Holy Name down to their final point of their season. If there was a time to add to the lore of the Ghosts in the Walls, it's now. And that might be enough to get Holy Name another life. They need a point. They need it now. Jurek subs out. Bauer, back. Wells, Watson, Afraidis, Vavro to keep their season alive. Garcia, Simon for the win. A step back. We are tied at 24. It is not over. If there is a time to add to the ghosts in the walls, it is now. They are adding to them now. It is 24 all. Bauer. Simon. New West gets the point. It is now 25-24. Once again, it is game, set, match. Nicole Breida to serve for the Longhorns. They need a point to win. Back. It bounces down, and the Longhorns survive. Your final score at Padua Franciscan High School. Blue West wins set number 4, 26-24. A heartbreaker, Holy Name, down by 8, fought back. But that will end the 2023 campaign. A great match, evenly matched teams, but congratulations to Lutheran West, a worthy adversary, moving on to the next round. We will see you at Holy Name High School on Wednesday night. Shout out to the only senior on this team, Sydney Wenzel, for her service to the Green Wave this past year, and wish her luck at Hiram next year. But with that, that will do it from Padua Franciscan High School. Now it's time for the housekeeping here. Holy Name Cross Country, shout out to the girls team. Their season ended today, but the boys are regional bound. As they posted, they're underrated, unranked, and whatever you want to call it, but they deserve their credit. They're going to regionals for a shot at states next week at Boardman at 12:30 p.m. Our next game is Monday, Holy Name Buckeye girls soccer at 7 p.m. at Serpentini Chevrolet Stadium. To stay updated on all the games that we are covering, follow Holy Name Broadcasting on Instagram and Twitter. To stay updated on all of Holy Name sports, follow Holy Name Athletics on Instagram and Twitter. And finally, subscribe here to Holy Name Athletics YouTube and put on push notifications to be notified when we go live. With that, signing off for the last time with Holy Name Volleyball, I've been Nathan Smee. Thank you for spending your Saturday night with us at Padua High School. Have a good night, everyone, and go Namers.